Hey Nora,
Hey, Dad.
why is the ocean so powerful?
I don't know.
Because it has lots of mussels.
Oh, I do love me a good mussel.
We had mussels for dinner tonight.
Did you really?
We did. I made them different this time. I put sausage in with the mussels to give it a little more heft. It was delicious. Yeah. Mom said not to tell you because you probably don't get mussels in the dining hall, but
No, I've had grilled cheese like 4 days in a row.
that's good. I love grilled cheese. What's wrong with grilled cheese?
I'm getting sick of it.
Oh. What about do they still have sushi?
No,
No. No more sushi?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, wow. Anyway, so what are we talking about this week?
We're going to be talking about our summer.
Welcome back to season 4 of the Nora and Dad Show. Hit the theme music.
Do you hear that?
What? No, what is this? Is that the cat?
Yeah. She's scratching.
Welcome back to the Nora and Dad Show. I am, as always, I'm Dad, John, and I'm talking to my now college sophomore daughter, Nora, live from her dorm at Ohio Wesleyan University. What's
Hi,
poppin'?
everybody.
What's poppin', Nora?
Nothing much. I got lots of homework done today.
That's good.
I read. Oh, let me show you, Dad. Look at this. Ugh. This is from my English class.
It says, all I see is like the side of the Renaissance author course pack. Nice.
Yeah, so
340. That's an advanced class.
I read about 30 pages from that. It took me yesterday and today.
Yeah, well, that's hard stuff to read. That Renaissance stuff.
Well, the stuff that I was reading, it wasn't really Renaissance stuff. It's like an introduction to the Renaissance, and it was more like a textbook and the Reformation. And I just haven't learned about any of that stuff since my 7th grade history class, and it was a bit confusing to me.
So you are now back at school. You've been back at school for a week. A week.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we
Exactly
record this,
a
you're
week.
back for a week because you went back last Sunday. But before you went back to school, we had an entire summer together, which, can I tell you, was awesome.
Did you miss me?
I miss you now, yeah, but I didn't miss you when you were here this summer.
No, but I meant,
was
was that why summer was so good? Because you missed me last year.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you why summer was so good. I think summer was so good because you are no longer like a child. You're now an adult. And I thoroughly enjoyed getting to like know you as an adult and develop a more like adult like relationship with you than just the parent-child relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
it was
agree.
it's just a different kind of relationship that I really enjoyed, and we had a fun summer. We took two trips, right?
I forgot about our first trip. It seems like so long ago.
Jeez. Wow.
Well, not that I forgot
We were
about it. It just
in-
seems like a really long time ago.
Do you remember where we went?
We were in Boston. We
went
saw
to
Cousin
Boston.
Robbie. It was so fun.
We went to visit Robbie before he embarks on a nuclear submarine for God knows how many years.
Yeah, best of luck to him.
Are we allowed to say that? I think we're allowed to say that.
I don't know.
Well,
I would check.
We're not going to use his last name. How's that?
Oh, he
'Cause
doesn't
it's
have the
a
same
different-
last name
it's
as
a
us.
different last name. It's different last name as us.
Do you want to see the cat?
I would love to see the cat.
Iris.
Oh my God, the cat's right there. What's the cat's name?
Iris.
Iris. Hi, Iris. So Iris can't hear me because you're wearing headphones. But so your roommate this year has what is it? An emotional support cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can hear her sniffing.
And Iris and you have become buds.
Yeah, she snuggled with me last night.
Very nice. So we went to Boston for a long weekend. We walked a ton because Cousin Robbie is very active and dragged us all over Boston for 3 days.
But that's the best way to get around Boston.
I agree. I'm going back there in a month, and I agree that walking is the best way to get around Boston.
Will you be there the same time that Donovan's there?
No, Donovan will be there 2 weeks before I will be there.
Oh.
Yeah, Donovan's going for his 11th grade class trip. I'm going for
He's so old.
I'm going for a legal conference. Yeah. So You know what sucks? Here's what sucks is that Donovan's, because we got the itinerary for his Boston trip. The school is mean. He arrives back at school at 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning, which means I got to haul my ass out of bed at 5:30 to make sure I'm there at 6 to pick him up.
Actually, it's the same weekend as Ogu's parents' weekend.
No, it's the weekend before.
Oh, when Donovan and I looked at it, we thought it was the same weekend.
He leaves September. It's the weekend before. He leaves like the
That's good.
12th.
Perfect.
And then the weekend after that, we're down for Parents' Weekend. And then the weekend after that, I go to Boston. So it all lined up really well that we get to come visit you for Parents' Weekend.
Well, when I went to Boston, you had me stay at a friend's house because you didn't want to get up to drive me to school at 1 a.m.
Right. But where is Donovan going to stay?
I know, but I'm saying that you didn't drive me there either. So
Right. Well, okay. No, but he leaves normal time. He leaves at 7:30 in the morning. He just gets back at 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
that makes less sense to me. I actually quite liked the 1 a.m. departure or the
I think
12
the way
a.m.
it's structured, they
departure.
arrive in Boston in time for dinner that Wednesday night, and then they'll
Okay.
have dinner, and then they'll get up and have their full day of. They're doing. I forgot. I'll send you the itinerary.
Yeah, I want to see.
They have a whole. I know they're going to do a meet the Lake Ridge alum session at Boston College.
What about, there's actually a lot of
That
alum
sounds
in
like-
Boston.
that sounds like fun.
Well, Donovan told me that Lake Ridge is coming, the sophomores are coming to OU sometime.
Really?
Yeah, and that Rodriguez is going to get in contact with me
Oh, that's really cool.
to give a tour.
I think OU is a wonderful school for Lake Ridge kids to go to.
I agree. And you know what? We don't have a cafeteria at Lake Ridge, so it's like I can't even compare the food to anything.
You barely have a cafeteria now at OU, so it's kind of the
Oh,
same.
I know.
So we spent 3 days in Boston and toured all over Boston by foot, which was awesome. And then we took a very, I would say last minute, but it was as close to last minute as you can get going over to Europe. And we took a very impromptu trip back to Portugal for 5 days and spent 5 days in our favorite town in Portugal, Peniche. Highly recommended for anybody looking for a very chill, would you say non-touristy?
I feel like, though, when we were there, we went during a touristy area because the festivals were going on. And it still didn't even really feel that touristy.
Yeah, the fest was going on. They do every year. I'm going to butcher the saint's names. I'm not even going to try, but it's the Saint of Good Voyages.
Oh, and we were on a good voyage.
Because it's a fishing town, and so it's the saint for the fishermen, and so they have a festival for her every summer. It goes on for like a month, and so we were there, and we rode carnival rides, and we ate carnival food. You almost got conned into buying a little conga drum.
So you guys left me by myself and you wouldn't leave me alone.
I figured you knew what you were doing. You just got to say no.
I did say no.
When the street merchants harass you, just keep. Well, first of all, he thought he was going to get you for what, like 30 euro?
40.
40 euro for a drum that was barely the size of my hand.
Well, I didn't even have cash on me. Like, do you take Venmo? Like, I have no way to pay you.
Oh, that dude did not take Venmo.
Yeah, I was making a joke.
By the time you finally got to the end of your negotiation, I think you had him down to 10. Was he down to
5.
10 euro? 5 euro.
Yeah.
And you still said no.
Well, and going back to the tourist thing, it wasn't a lot of American tourists. It's a lot of European tourists.
It is a lot of
I spoke French.
It feels like a more like authentic experience in being in a big city like Lisbon or Porto, which is tons of tourists. This is a much smaller town. The town's like 10,000 people. It's the westernmost city in continental Europe. It's on a peninsula. It kind of juts out into the Atlantic Ocean. And it's just this little kind of fishing and boating town, and it's adorable. And one thing about it though is not adorable.
Yeah. Oh. I got bed bugs.
We did not get bed bugs. You got bed bugged. Do you want to tell the story?
Yeah. So I didn't sleep very well on the plane because no one sleeps good on planes. So
I slept fine on the plane, by the way.
Okay, but you also only require like 2 hours of sleep to function. I can't do that.
Fair.
And you and Donovan had to go grocery shopping, so I was like, oh, I'll take a nap, so be ready for dinner, recharge, Got very excited. I chose the room with a balcony. It was pretty. I lay all my stuff down. I put my pajamas on. I get into bed. And I'm having a hard time falling asleep because it was really bright in the room. But I'm like kind of like half asleep, half awake on my phone. And I see 2 bugs on the pillow next to me. Like they're next to my phone.
Were they waving to you?
You know what? They made themselves known. They weren't hiding.
Dinner time.
So
fresh meat.
It was like Thanksgiving and I was the turkey. And but I saw them, like the 2 of them, and I've never seen bed bugs before. I don't know what bed bugs look like, but I saw 2 bugs and I was like, okay. You know, they don't really care about bugs as much in Europe as we do in the States. Like they're okay, like they come in, we'll take them out. You know, they have their windows and stuff open because they don't have AC. So my mind didn't immediately go to bed bug. I was like, oh, these are probably some bugs that crawled in from the balcony.
Even though you were on a bed and they were bugs.
Well, that's like kind of where I went, but I didn't want to freak myself out. I was like, you know, it's Europe. Then I get off the bed because I'm freaked out because there's bugs. And there's like maybe 10 to 20 more bugs.
Oh.
So I like shake myself out. I go, oh, there's bed bugs. And well, I had like run downstairs because she couldn't hear me. And it was really scary. And I didn't know what to do. So I packed up all my stuff and I downloaded an app that would identify them because they weren't like regular bed bugs. They were baby bed bugs, most of them.
They were European bed bugs. They were fancy bed bugs.
Well, no, but like when I was looking at pictures of them on Google, you saw older ones, but these ones were like less developed. So they weren't quite like, they weren't a very dark color yet. They were like clear, almost like the color of like a nail. And they were smaller than I thought they would be. And they didn't have any blood because, as we later learned, we were the first people to be in that house for a few weeks. So they weren't red because they didn't have anything to feast on.
So you called me at the grocery store. I was with Donovan at Aldi's, picking up some stuff for the house. And you were like, we have bed bugs. And I'm like, all right, don't panic. We don't know if they're bed bugs. I said, I will come take a look when I get back. We're on our way back. And you're like, I'm in bed and they're bugs. They're bed bugs. But when I got back and saw them, I was like, yeah, that's what they look like, bed bugs. So I called the Airbnb host. First I messengered through Airbnb and didn't get a response. Then I called her and she responded like immediately. She was there in like 2 minutes. She was very responsive. And then she kind of blamed us for bringing them in, which I didn't love. Like she said that because no one had been in the house for like 2 or 3 weeks because it was freshly painted. And she's like, maybe you brought them in from the airplane or from the rental car. And I didn't love that.
I was not bringing a whole generational feast of bed bugs.
Yeah, you weren't bringing an entire colony of bed bugs in. And
I could have maybe brought 1 or 2. Like, I could see how that could happen.
In the airplane or the rental car, we would have all had them.
And I would have had bites on me too.
You would have, because they would have been on you for a while. But she did move us to a different Airbnb that was not as nice.
And had cockroaches.
We did have roaches in that one, which it's fine. But it's Europe, there's bugs, whatever. But I mean, we don't spend a lot of, we get the Airbnbs more because we need the space, because we need to spread out among different bedrooms, since like you and Donovan don't want to be sharing a room anymore, since you're like now 19 years old, you don't want to be in a room with your little brother. So, and I get that. So we get the Airbnbs to spread out instead of getting a bunch of different hotel rooms. So we didn't really spend a lot of time in the Airbnb, but still like bugs are gross.
Yeah, not a fan of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So we kind of jetted off to Europe for 5 days, which sounds much snootier than it really was. It was kind of a low key vacation. Did the festival there. We went to Óbidos, which is like, I know it's your favorite place.
My favorite place in all of Portugal.
It's like a 13th or 14th century.
Dante.
Oh, Dante sees someone walking outside. I need to figure out a way to stop him from barking. It's so much, especially no, I need to figure out how to stop him from barking because it's too much. Did you see the videos that Mom posted on Facebook? I know.
That was so cute of Donovan.
Baby Donovan training Lula. I know.
He said, thank you.
With his squeaky little baby Donovan voice.
He's going to get mad at us.
He sounds like a South Park character, that voice.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
I need to watch the new South Park episode. I haven't watched it yet.
It was also good. Anyway, but Óbidos, which is like this old walled medieval town with cute little shops.
And ginger.
Ginja, the cherry liqueur. Yeah, which comes in little chocolate shot glasses. You were the other thing about you being 19 now, because it's legal for you to drink in Portugal, you did kind of drink your way around Portugal.
Okay, well, I'm not getting sloppy.
No, but you were able to have like a glass of wine or a gin and tonic with dinner.
Oh,
And have
favorite
that.
was that grapefruit gin drink that I had. So good.
Yeah. Let me give a shout out to, let's give a shout out to Two Goes. We always look for places to eat that have gluten-free food for Donovan, for Nora's younger brother, since he has celiac. And my Find Me Gluten Free app, which is a lifesaver, especially when you travel, recommended this place called Two Goes, which is in a town called Balial, which is just up the beach about, I don't know, I think it's like 3-ish kilometers up the beach from Peniche. And it's, what do you call it, like a bougie brunch place? Is that a fair description?
But it wasn't expensive. Like,
No, it was not expensive.
Well, it was so good. We went there twice. And the meal that I had both times, I had the avocado toast with a poached egg. It was like, I think it was $11. And that was like, because the egg was an extra $2 or €2. But that would have been like $15 in the States.
In New York City, that would have been 35.
So I think the atmosphere was bougie. And the food quality was really good, but in terms of prices, it was nothing's really super expensive in Portugal, anyways.
It's not. Like, we went out to dinner the last night we were there. We went out to what I consider to be a pretty nice restaurant, and you had mussels. I forget what your mom had.
She had the pork and clam dish.
Oh, the pork and clam. I had squid, and Donovan had a steak. We had appetizers. We had a bottle of wine. We got dessert. And the entire check, I think, was like €105, I think, for all that, which is insane in a really nice restaurant for all that food. And the food was outstanding. Mm-hmm. So,
and I'm thinking, like, if we were to, I mean, I don't even know if Morton's like has mussels, but that would have been like $200-300 out.
Easy.
A place in the States that's comparable.
So what we're saying is, if you want a laid back, chill, not too expensive vacation, Portugal and Peniche is the way to go. But Two Goes, my new friend Ugo, who is the owner of Two Goes, Donovan had an amazing gluten-free club sandwich on some amazing gluten-free bread. And so huge shout out to Two Goes. Highly, I mean, I'd go back to Peniche just to eat at that place again. It was so good.
It was so good. No, I didn't have, the only bad food I had was the lasagna, but that was on me for ordering.
That was definitely on you. We were in, what's the name of the...
It was the town with the cathedral, right?
Yeah, what's the name of the Bethalia Monastery? We went to see the monastery in Bethalia, and around the corner from the monastery is this little, they call them Tascas in Portugal, which is a little kind of mom and pop restaurants. And you made the mistake of ordering the lasagna, which, like, Donovan had like piri chicken. Mom had Mom and I both had the clams and pork, which was really good. You went big and got lasagna, and it was
the special of the day.
It looked like someone took lasagna noodles and then like slopped like dog food, like Alpo, in between the noodles. It was really unappealing looking.
I tried really hard to eat it because I didn't want to be rude. And you guys asked me how it was. I was like, yeah, it's really good. And it was not.
You ate like 3 bites of it, and you're like, yeah, I'm full.
I had some of it.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I ate for nutrients, not for taste in that meal.
There you
once
go.
I was
perfect.
Even a little full, I was done with it.
Perfect. You had a not super busy summer of music, which was fine because the summer before you were crazy busy. We had no like weekends free. This summer you were not booked as much, which was, maybe you didn't make as much money, but it was nice because every weekend we weren't back and forth to gigs. So
I made a comparable amount of money. I forgot that last year I also had graduation money.
That is true.
I also didn't work as much at work this year because the staffing was a little bit more consistent. So
should we call out the place that you had issues with?
It's not defamation if it's true, right?
It was definitely true.
Don't go to L'Oriental Wineries in, where is it?
Geneva. Because
they tried to stiff me $300.
They were kind of shady.
And they only listened when I threatened a lawsuit. And that's not what you want do.
They were only threatened when they only listened when your dad threatened a lawsuit.
Yeah. Well, in my name.
No.
But you were representing me. I was your
Well,
client.
yeah, but the email that you sent under your name got ignored. And then I had to send them a very nasty lawyer letter on my firm's letterhead saying, like, you guys are being stupid. It's going to cost you thousands of dollars, and it's not going to cost Nora a cent because I'm going to represent her for free because I'm her dad. And so just pay her the money you owe her is stupid.
Well, and that's just, you don't want to mess with an angry dad who's also a lawyer. That's like a really bad combination.
It is a bad combination. Yeah. But most places that you play at don't use contracts. They usually, when we ask, their response is this email is good enough as a contract. And it is. I mean, an email that says you're booked on this date for this amount of money is this no different than if you have a written agreement. But they wanted a written contract, and it was their contract. And the contract said, well, they couldn't cancel you except for unforeseen circumstances. And them deciding that your vibe didn't fit what they wanted for the rest of the summer.
After having me 3 times.
Yeah, is not unforeseen. And they should have paid you the money. And it's just stupid. And didn't love the fact that they forced you to lawyer up to pay you the money that they owe you, a 19-year-old college student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so we're not huge fans of Laurentia Winery.
Oh, Laurentia, I said their name wrong.
Yeah, whatever.
Oops.
To be fair, I thought their wine was fine, but I wouldn't go back there because I thought I thought their business practices were less than admirable.
Well, if they're treating their not even employees like that, how are they treating their employees?
I agree. It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder how they treat the people that are actually on their payroll. That's what they're going to do to someone they hire in to come play music on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that was the only little setback this summer, but everything else was
otherwise,
good.
you did carry it up for another summer.
Oh, I was Miss Nora's traveling music every Tuesday.
You were. There was a future for you in kids music, I think.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. My professor in my early childhood lab, who's also the director of the child care center on campus, we had to like fill out a thing, and she was like, is there anything you want me to know about you? And I was like, I was a music teacher kind of over the summer. Please let me play guitar for the children. So
and she said?
She hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't start work for another week.
Right.
Next Wednesday is my first day. So.
Right. Does that go for both your jobs?
No. This upcoming Wednesday is my first Global Scholars meeting.
Oh, and what are you going to be doing for them? TBD.
Well, I'm actually really excited. It's me and this other girl who's also a French major. We're in the same French class.
Oh, you guys can talk French to each other.
Yeah, she's more advanced than I am. That's okay.
Really?
Yes.
I find that hard to believe.
She studied abroad in high school.
Oh, okay.
But she's really nice. I really like her. So I'm excited that we're going to get to work together.
Oh, cool.
So.
You got big plans for us for Parents Weekend when we come up in a couple weeks?
No. I have someone Donovan should meet.
Who's that?
I met an Arsenal fan.
Really?
A girl.
In your dorm?
From London.
Really?
Yeah, so my friend, Jimena, who was in my French class last year, is in band this year. And she has a friend who's from London, who's a freshman. And I was getting dinner with them. And I was asking her, I was like, what's your football team? And she went, Arsenal. And I went, no freaking way. I've been there. She said
Did
she's
you tell
never
her?
seen the men play because tickets are too expensive, but she has seen the women play like multiple times. She goes,
their women's team is really good.
Yeah, but it's funny because she's in the States for like the opposite reason that Donovan wants to go abroad. She wants to do like sports therapy in the States for
Interesting.
Women's soccer. Yeah.
Did you tell her that Donovan wants to do sports management in England?
Yeah, she said there's no better place to do it.
There isn't. Well, perfect. Oh yeah, we should definitely set something up when we're down there for Parents Weekend. I'm sure Donovan would love to meet her.
She's lovely. She's really nice. So
they can talk all sorts of Arsenal.
I ran into her at the party though on Friday, and she was like, "I don't like that the drinking age is 21 here."
Oh yeah, because
like,
she's
that
used to it being
kinda sucks.
18. Yeah, it does. Donovan will get the reverse benefit when he goes over to England.
Yep, which I'm
Yeah.
sure he's excited for.
Which is really dangerous.
I know.
I have no worries about you. I worry a lot about him.
I was fine. I had so much fun on the party on Friday.
Good.
So
Good. Party's coming up. What's going on with the sorority?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I filled out my GPA form
Yeah.
and they'll get back to me. So.
Oh. hopefully they.
Well, you have a 2.5 or higher, so I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they just
So is
need
that-
to make sure that you're in good academic standing. In
So
order
is it DZ or bust for you?
I did hang out with them, and they were lovely. So
Excellent.
Lily's at a chapter meeting right now.
Oh, got it. So she'll have to wait to listen when this comes out on Tuesday.
Oh no, that was ideal.
Okay.
Lily was like, I don't want to be in the room because I don't want it to be spoiled.
Our biggest fan.
No, like this is really monumental. They were waiting all summer for it to come back.
Yeah, they are. I know they're our biggest fan.
I was telling them that when like Spotify Wrapped comes out, we got to like give them a specialized message because sometimes artists and podcasts will do that for their top listeners.
I think they would qualify as our top listener.
So, anyways,
All right. What else is on your agenda for the week?
homework I have.
Yeah,
Although I've been really good.
of course you
I've-
have.
Well, I'm not a great reader, and all of my classes are reading heavy. I much prefer writing. And like my English professor said that, and I got really sad. He was like, yeah, this is not going to be a writing heavy English course. It's going to be primarily reading.
But how does he assess you then?
So I have a reading journal that I do every day not every day, but every class day that asks me some questions about the reading. Then I'll have reading quizzes at the beginning of every class because he says he used to not do that, but he said since COVID, students really have declined in actually doing reading, so now he feels like he has to. And then class discussion. And I'll have a final and a midterm. That's like essay questions.
Got
No like formal written paper.
So no like essays.
Although that's the class I can add an honors credit to, and I talked to him and I was like, could I do something relating to the French Renaissance and write a paper on that? And then maybe I could talk to Conrad and see if I can get another honors point if I do my readings in French.
Oh.
And yeah.
Ooh la la.
This is my French comic book.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Aya de No.
No
It's
Poujon.
in Africa.
Marguerite
Western
Ogoué.
African. Or Western Africa. Yep.
Fun.
So
Awesome.
exciting stuff. But yeah, just homework really. And then I have to take my car into the shop tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Good luck with that. If I'm around all day, so if you need me tomorrow when you have your car in the shop, let me know.
perfect. I also got Cole's dad's phone number. I sent him a picture of my tire yesterday and I was
Yeah.
like, do you know what's wrong with it? But everyone's telling me that it's really bad to drive with.
It is. The tire could
So-
blow out.
Yeah, and since I am going to Columbus on Wednesday for a show, I don't really want to blow
Yes.
out my tire on the way they were
Agreed.
back.
Well, hopefully they can get it back to you by Wednesday.
I mean, if they can only do the tire for now and I need to go back another time to get the other stuff fixed, I'm okay with that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm going to call them
Gotcha.
tomorrow morning. They open at 8.
Perfect.
So yeah, but
Well,
nothing else on the agenda.
it was lovely podcasting with you again.
I know.
Let's do it again in 2 weeks.
Perfect.
Awesome. Love it.
Yay.
All right. Enjoy your week, although I'm sure we'll talk probably tomorrow.
We will talk tomorrow.
We will talk tomorrow. Yeah. Good luck with your car.
Thank you.
Awesome. You got some gigs coming up in Columbus?
I do Understory, which is in downtown Columbus. I'm playing there 5 to 8 this upcoming Wednesday, so the 27th, the day after this will come out. It's free. The food is good. If you say you're a podcast listener, I have a $50 tab and no one's coming with me, so maybe I'll buy you a drink if I'm allowed to.
Whoa.
I know.
Wow.
Or you can just put your drink on the tab because I don't think I'd be
That
able to
is
buy a
hard.
drink.
That is hard to say no to.
I
Columbus
know.
people, go out to Understory and support Nora and eat and drink on her tab. Drink on her tab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough for people to eat and
But drink on her tab. It's a hard offer.
One
That's a hard
drink.
offer to say no to. Have one drink on her tab.
Well, because I don't drink, so like the sodas there are like what, like $2 or $3.
Right.
So I'm not going to use all $50.
Right. No, you certainly will not.
So
Awesome. And you
Can
have
get-
I think you have what, 4 more gigs there?
Yeah.
I think. Does that sound
I'll
right?
get something to go and bring it back for Lily because they
There
don't
you
really
go.
have vegetarian food on campus here.
Seriously?
It's kind of rough. Although I had a vegetarian dinner last night. They had vegetarian quesadillas. So it was like black beans and quinoa
Quinoa.
and cheese. It was pretty good.
All right.
But most of the time, because they only have one allergy and like special preference station, so they have to, like, we have people who need to eat halal. I'm sure there's people who need to eat kosher. I know multiple people with celiac, and then vegan and vegetarian as well, and nut allergies. So this whole station tries to accommodate everybody, and it's just not possible. So most of the time, the dishes aren't vegetarian, but they're halal or kosher instead.
Got it.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And I would not let Donovan eat.
Well, we will avoid the dining hall when we come down to visit you. We'll feed you proper.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right. Have a great week. I'll talk to you, I'm assuming, tomorrow.
Perfect. I love
Cool.
you.
Love you too.
Bye.